Whee!
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, my gliding was sadly interrupted by that statue that got in my way. Here we go. You came all this way, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Blah blah blah. Subplot: you're racist. Blah blah blah. But your student loved him. Blah blah blah. I mean, it's a lot more interesting when you actually play in the middle of playing the game than watching yourself after you've already read it all. It's not like watching the cutscene twice in a row. How could her? It's impossible. I'm racist towards you. Of course she can't be in love with you. But she never knew. And basically, the whole gist of it is, even though the mentor and the princess were close, she never told him because she knew how racist he was. Convenient flashback.
I have a flashback of us fucking.
God, I think this game's like rated E10, isn't it, or EE or something?
EE.
Or
I believe it's either E10 or T. I believe it's E10 though.
I was thinking.
No, interesting.
We should be in the bed together.
The sad thing though, she's the most interesting looking one because she's like the only one that's red.
Every time.
Yeah.
And she happens to be dead.
Just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, by the way, that's the dungeon we have to go into.
You looked grown up so much faster than I did.
I love how you love that white
I
stuff
was
on my
always
arm.
willing to heal your
It's a healing spell.
even back then.
That's what they call it these days, don't they?
Just stop it. No, wait, Link
Stop
has
it.
wait, Link
It's
has
so hale.
wait, hold on. I like to take note that Link has the Master Sword on his back in this.
In before Zelda 2 reference.
So you're saying this might be a different Zelda game at some point?
Healing spell.
Yeah, hey.
Well, I just noticed the fact that the Master Sword in this picture. So that means he actually puts it back.
Well, doesn't he always?
So the same Link has the Master Sword, puts it back, and then gets it again.
Well, you'll find out when you unlock more memories.
Maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. Who knows?
Well then. Oh, also nice touch. A lot of Virgil really looks like the gem from Ocarina of Time. See the moon things? That look just like the... Doesn't that look like the blue thing you get from the... princess that you need for the Master Sword?
Because that's the stinking crest of the entire Zora tribe. The crest of the race.
I was wondering what those crabs were.
How convenient that you had a flashback at this moment. In fact, he even points out how convenient it is that you just happen to remember at this moment.
I remember. We we were pretty wild back in the day, weren't we? You always were telling me about my Master Sword in places.
Baby, I'll show you my Master Sword.
The Master Sword is loading and low on
If you rub
drawing low on power.
that healing spell all over me.
And here's the part where he sees the armor is like, it's a perfect fit. She clearly made it for you.
The Master Sword needs to recharge.
Isn't the Master Sword still the spirit of some... of Fee or whatever the hell?
So...
Okay, so now he's like, okay, I'll tell you where to get the electric arrows. You still have to do it yourself, though.
The only game where Zelda was the primary love interest was Skyward Sword.
Well, it's the only game they tried any.
Otherwise, it's all like side stories and crap.
No one wants to remember Skyward Sword.
No one wants to remember Skyward Sword.
Because of the controls. And also the stamina meter in that game didn't serve any purpose other than to limit you.
Yeah, the stamina meter was stupid.
I mean, this game makes sense because it forces you to be strategic with your movement. Skyward Sword, the game clearly wasn't really designed that well around it. Especially when you're just trying to climb up a ladder and you fall off of it prematurely.
Yeah, it's called Half-Life.
Well, no, Half-Life, the problem is you don't know if pushing the space bar will make you climb over the ladder or jump off and green to your death.
Oh my god, I hate that. The
Yeah,
dumbest thing about Source Engine is like the ladders.
in all fairness, all games back then suffered from that.
Yeah, like sometimes
now
you walk
games
onto the
just don't
ladder,
have
sometimes
ladders.
you'll just
Yeah,
jump
now
off
games
and
just
die.
don't. Minecraft had a good system for it, but never. But
Yeah, Minecraft had great ladders.
Minecraft's also a much simpler game too, and doesn't very. Unless the map creator's being a dick, there's not very many situations where you're being attacked while on a ladder. Unless you're just unlucky. But look, there's Minecraft. You basically go up the ladder by rubbing your body up against it, which won't work which for other games wouldn't even work. Because imagine you had to aim while also rubbing up against the ladder.
Oh, ladder.
And here, oh yeah, climbing things. I totally did that by accident, but tying it back in. Now, segueing back into talking about the video. Now I need to go swim at waterfalls. And does the map look like Cthulhu? does the Zora section of the map look like there's a Cthulhu head there?
I can never remember when I want to think of his name from Futurama.
I don't see
The
it.
squid guy?
Zoidberg, yeah.
Yes, phone.
Hello.
Stupid piece of gray hair.
Are you fighting that lamppost, sir? He's actually trying to fix it, but he keeps getting
Stupid
shocked by
piece of
it.
gray hair.
Ah! Basically, it's really hard for them to work with electricity.
Then why would they have electricity in their palace?
Well, I presume it actually does. Like, when everything's working, I assume it benefits their lives. Just when things go wrong, it's really difficult to fix. Oh yeah, this guy basically rubs it in that I'm unable to protect the love interest. Wow, you're unable to protect the girl that had a crush on you 100 years ago.
How does a healer simply die like that? You must be really bad at your job.
Like, wow, you couldn't save the people that were close to you.
You suck!
Like, imagine if Samurai Jack was told, hey, by the way, you failed to save your village. You know what I mean?
Hey, by the way, everyone you know and love is dead by thousands of years.
I like how I bump into her and then I'm like, hi.
Do I know? If it isn't Master Link, it's like Master
Ring.
Link.
Also, is her skirt, like, ridiculously short for her frame?
You know, that wouldn't be so bad if she was just naked.
Well, yeah, well, because of her fish design.
Yeah, because you wouldn't think anything of it.
But because she has a short skirt on, all of a sudden it's like, huh.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like with ponies.
All of a sudden it's like,
Why are you putting ponies in short skirts?
yeah, what the frick, man?
I don't know, thanks to a few videos, unfortunately, I think I have plenty of bronies subscribe to me. So I have to cater to them at some point.
No, you don't. You don't have to cater to them like that.
You don't, no.
Fan service.
Add it in for.
No. No, stop.
No, I'm not going that
Stop
far.
it.
But it does make a good example of the whole no clothes is better than little clothes.
You know what? I'm going
That's not a
outside
thing.
naked.
Anyway, here I'm grabbing shrooms so I can forget about this conversation.
But you won't forget the memories of rubbing healing cream on your master sword.
Can I have some of that stuff? I'm gonna need it.
Enough of your healing cream, thank you.
I like my white healing cream.
Sorry, it's for medicinal purposes.
Boy. So then I finally remember where I'm going.
Alright, I gotta go beat that video game.
Oh, here I am actually comparing the armor. So basically, and then the video ends. See you next time, folks.
Dude.